Now, the adverse effects of the COVID-19 pandemic and, of course, the collapse in oil prices could plunge Nigeria into its worst recession in 4 decades. But the country's $12 billion e-commerce sector is now booming as more businesses go online. While CGTN's Phili Haza reports that some experts are now calling on the government to turn e-commerce into Nigeria's new revenue earner to replace oil.
In contact with you physically.
Daniels Otudo is an accomplished e-commerce consultant who now trains young entrepreneurs to do their business online. He says the COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted the need to embrace e-commerce as a way of doing business.
With the social distancing rule, people are too careful about getting in contact with you. So whatever you do, you need to promote it online. I mean, if a man is in another geographical location, how do you reach him? How do you talk with him? How do you get across to him? How do you sell? So this is the reason why we are very particular about teaching, young people to leverage, the internet to be able to sell or to promote their businesses.
At least 4 in 10 Nigerians working before the pandemic have lost their jobs. And according to the country's Bureau of Statistics, by the end of the year, over 40 million people, mainly youths, could be unemployed. There are nearly 100 million young people in Nigeria. 25-year-old Ijoma Jane Okenyi is one of them, a shoemaker. She has taken part in this e-commerce training session to expand her network of customers through various online platforms. Ijoma is training more young shoemakers, and she's also hired some to help her meet the numerous orders she's getting online. But she says there are setbacks to selling online, from fraud to cybercrime and the high cost of internet data.
The fact is that there is should I call it plagiarism or should I call it, I don't know, what have you. So they take my footwears and sell. Now, that's one challenge. So before my footwear becomes popular, someone has already taken up the name. That's one part of it. Another part is the internet data. Oh my God, it is so expensive. I just wish the government can make a kind of subsidy or can liaise with the telecommunication industry to reduce the way at which data cost is so high.
In July, the government earmarked over $5 billion as an intervention fund for small businesses impacted by the pandemic. Experts say now is the time for the country to diversify its economy and ensure sectors like e-commerce grow rapidly.
Currently, the country, really lacks, the necessary revenue from the key sources. Oil is going down. We just read recently that VAT revenue went down in Q2. And so the government needs to look at other sectors. E-commerce is a sector that generates billions of naira for the country. Some people now buy, within the country from outside the country. And so if the government is able to, to put in place regulations and laws to encourage that sector, I think that sector can be our new oil.
A fast-growing youth population, increased internet and smartphone usage, and an expansive online market in Nigeria are part of the key reasons why e-commerce is thriving.
Concerns over social distancing and COVID-19 mean more consumers around the world are shopping online. An opportunity experts say the Nigerian government should exploit, as it could create billions of dollars in revenue, which could prevent the economy from collapse and millions more losing their jobs and slipping into poverty. Phil Ihaza, CGTN, Abuja.